You know, it's funny, sometimes the biggest, most powerful discoveries aren't found in some fancy high-tech lab. Sometimes they're hiding right under our noses, in places we'd never, ever expect. Like, say, in the peel of that orange you just had for a snack. I mean, just think about that for a second. What if one of nature's best-kept secrets for fighting off microscopic invaders was literally sitting right there in your kitchen? Well, believe it or not, that's exactly what we're going to get into today. All right, so our mission, if you choose to accept it, is to get to know a very special secret agent. This is a natural compound that comes from the super vibrant, zesty peels of citrus fruits, and its codename, D-Limonene. So what in the world is D-Limonene? Well, it's the stuff that gives lemons and oranges that amazing fresh smell we all know and love. But here's the thing. Beyond smelling great, scientists are getting really interested in it for a whole other reason. You see, early lab studies, and I mean really early, before any testing in people, hint that it might have this fascinating ability to help our bodies stand up against unwanted fungi. Okay, so every good secret agent has a mission, right? And D-Limone's mission is to go toe-to-toe with some pretty notorious microscopic troublemakers. We're talking about specific fungi that can kind of throw our bodies out of whack. So let's take a look at the most wanted list. So who are these fungal foes exactly? Well, in the lab, scientists have been looking at a few key culprits. First up, you've got Candida species. You might have heard of them. They're often linked to common yeast infections. Then there are these guys called Dermatophytes. They're the villains behind stuff like athlete's foot and ringworm. And finally, foodborne fungi. Yep, the exact same stuff that makes your bread or fruit get all fuzzy and gross.
Now here's what's cool. A really smart agent knows you can't always go it alone. And from what this early research suggests, D-Limonene's first big move isn't even a direct attack. No, instead, it's like it calls for backup from the body's own amazing defense agency, our immune system.
And it seems to do this in two really clever ways. First, it's like a wake-up call for the immune system's frontline guards, these things called natural killer cells. Then it sounds the alarm. It helps release a special protein that basically acts as a signal to get the entire defense plan coordinated and ready to go.
All right, so backup is on the way. Now it's time for the main event. Scientists were really curious. They wanted to see what would happen if they put D-Limonene right in the ring with those fungal foes. So they set up a showdown, but in the safe, controlled world of a laboratory petri dish. So what happened in the lab? Well, the results were pretty striking. In these studies, and listen, this is super important, this was all happening outside of a human body. D-Limonene actually showed it could stop those fungi from growing. But how? How did it do it? Turns out our secret agent has a few more tricks up its sleeve. Okay, this is where it gets really, really cool. Like any awesome agent, D-Limonene doesn't just have one way of doing things. Nope. It comes equipped with a whole toolkit of secret gadgets, letting it take on its targets from multiple angles. Let's break them down. Get this. It's a three-step takedown. First, it breaches the walls. Think of it like poking holes in the fungus's armor, its cell membrane, which makes it all leaky and weak. Second, it sabotages the tools. It messes with the essential enzymes the fungus needs to survive. And third, it basically causes the fungus to, well, rust from the inside out by creating what's called oxidative stress. It's a total multi-pronged attack. Okay, so we've seen all the exciting lab evidence, all the cool potential ways this stuff works, but now it is time for the single most important part of this whole briefing. We absolutely have to put all of this amazing science into the right, real-world context. So please listen up. This right here is the main takeaway. D-Limonene is not, I repeat, not an FDA-approved treatment for any kind of fungal infection. All the research we've just talked about, it's preliminary. It's what's happening in labs, not in clinics with actual people. It shows promise, for sure, but it is not a proven cure. And that brings us to the absolute golden rule of this mission, and really any health mission you're on. Before you ever even think about trying a new supplement, you have to talk to a healthcare professional. They are the only people who can give you the right advice for you and your body. You know, the story of D-Limonene is just an awesome reminder that incredible science can be hidden in the most ordinary things. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing secrets are just out there, waiting for us to find them in the plants, fruits, and the natural world all around us? Kind of makes you want to go exploring, right?